Hi, Assalamualaikum. This is Evi Sayono. Today on Friday, February 27th, 2026 at 6:39 a.m. in the morning. Let's read along with me. Today I will be starting to read a new book entitled Teaching English as a Second Language, 4th edition. This book is written by Marianne, Celce-Murcia, Donna M. Brenton, Marguerite N. Snow. Teaching English as a Second Language or Foreign Language, 4th edition. Published in 2014 by National Geographic Learning, a part of Cengage Learning. Unit 1, Foundations of Methodology. Chapter 1, An Overview of Language Teaching Methods and Approaches by Marianne, Celce-Murcia. Key questions. Bullet point 1. What are the methods and approaches that language teachers have used over the years to teach foreign or second languages? Bullet point number 2. What are the current methodological trends and challenges? Bullet point 3. Where does language teaching methodology appear to be heading? Page 2, Column 1, Paragraph 1. Experience. A committee of professors reviewing applications for their graduate program in TESOL come upon the statement of another applicant who declares in his statement of purpose that he wishes to be admitted to discover or, in brackets, more ambitiously, to develop the one best method for teaching English as a second or foreign language. Several committee members utter words of impatience and disappointment. Oh no, not another one. Here we go again. The reason for the committee's reaction to this statement of purpose will become clear in the course of this chapter. What is a method or an approach to language teaching? Anthony, in brackets 1963, was one of the first applied linguists to distinguish the terms approach, method, and technique as they apply to language teaching. For Anthony, an approach reflects a theoretical model or research paradigm. It provides a broad philosophical perspective on language teaching, such as found in the justifications for the direct method, the reading approach, or the communicative approach. In brackets, all are discussed in this chapter. Column 2, Paragraph 1. A method, on the other hand, is a set of procedures for Anthony. It spells out rather precisely in a step-by-step manner how to teach a second or foreign language. Examples of methods are the silent way, community language learning, and Suggestopedia, in brackets, all of which are also described here. A method is more specific than an approach, but less specific than a technique. Anthony's methods are typically compatible with one, in brackets, or sometimes two approaches. A technique in Anthony's system is a specific classroom activity. It, thus, represents the most specific and concrete of the three concepts that he discusses. Some techniques are widely used and found in many methods. In brackets, example given, dictation, listen and repeat drills, and read the passage and fill in the blanks. Other techniques, however, are specific to or characteristic of a given method. In brackets, example given, using questionnaire rods in the silent way. In brackets, Gattegno, 1976. A more recent framework for discussing language teaching methodology has been proposed by Richards and Rogers, in brackets 2001. It is presented in Figure 1. Richards and Rogers use method as the most general and overarching term. Under method, they have the terms approach, design, and procedure. Their use of the term approach is similar to Anthony's use, but their concept is more comprehensive and explicit. It includes theories of the nature of language, in brackets, including units of language analysis, and the nature of language learning with reference to psychological and pedagogical principles. The design portion of Richards and Rogers' framework entails the curriculum objectives and syllabus types. In brackets, example given, structural, notional, functional, or content-based. In brackets, see Graves this volume. Now I will be reading Figure 1, summary of elements and sub-elements that constitute a method, adapted from J.C. Richards and T.S. Rogers, 2001. So on page 3, we can see a hierarchical array diagram. At the very top, we can see a box. It says method. Under the method, there are number 1, approach, number 2, design, and number 3, procedure. So the elements of method are approach, design, and procedure. Now we will be reading the sub-element of the approach. The sub-element of the approach consists of A theory of the nature of language. Pointer 1, an account of the nature of language proficiency. Pointer 2, an account of the basic units of language structure. Sub-element number 2 under approach. Part B, a theory of the nature of language learning. Sub-element 1, an account of the psycholinguistic and cognitive processes involved in language learning. Bullet point 2, an account of the conditions that allow for successful use of these processes. The second element of the method is design. Design has 6 sub-elements from A, B, C to F. Part A, the general and specific objectives of the method. B, a syllabus model. Criteria for the selection and organization of linguistic and/or subject matter content. C, types of learning and teaching activities. Kinds of tasks and practice activities to be employed in the classroom and materials. D, learner roles. 1. Types of learning tasks set for learners. 2. Degree of control learners have over the content of learning. 3. Patterns of learner groupings that are recommended or implied. 4. Degree to which learners influence the learning of others. 5. The view of the learner as a processor, performer, initiator, problem solver, etc. Part E, teacher roles. 1. Types of functions teachers fulfill. 2. Degree of teacher influence over learning. 3. Degree to which the teacher determines the content of learning. 4. Types of interaction between teachers and learners. Part F, the role of instructional materials. 1. Primary function of materials. 2. The form materials take. In brackets, example given, textbook, audiovisual. Number 3. Relation of materials to other input. Number 4. Assumptions made about teachers and learners. The third element after method is procedure. Under procedure, there are classroom techniques, practices, and behaviors observed when the method is used. Example 1. Resources in terms of time, space, and equipment used by the teacher. 2. Interactional patterns observed in lessons. 3. Tactics and strategies used by teachers and learners when the method is being used. Figure 1. Summary of elements and sub-elements that constitute a method. In brackets, adapted from J.C. Richards and T.S. Rogers, 2001.